And we are back, finally,
Finally.
with another episode of
Simple Man. Oh no, it's the podcast. I'm so sorry.
God, see, I told you I knocked the rust off. We are back with another episode of the podcast presented by Simple Math Matrix. It's your boy, Mr. aka Super 357, best known as Prince Godbody, and I'm joined by
the God, King Hoopla.
And we have been gone for a minute, man.
Yes, we have. A minute, man.
And you know what? I'm gonna put the blame on you.
Why?
But there ain't no shame on
I'm
you.
about to say, ain't no, hey.
Because my man Nate
I was kind of better on myself.
now got the torch on deck. And when I say that, I don't mean a gun.
But it's literal. It's very literal.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you,
man.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Congrats, like that. That is the biggest reason we took our break. Nate is now a fucking welder, a certified welder like this.
Yeah, certified.
This man has a career now.
I do have a career.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So, congratulations to you.
But if this shit takes off, I will leave that shit. Don't do that. I will do that.
Alright, go. Alright, don't let them see this. But, no, congratulations, man. That's why we took our break, pretty much.
Yeah. Had to finish that off.
Yeah,
like,
I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? With as much as we were trying to do, and we'll talk about it at the end of this episode, as much as we're going to do, you couldn't have been in school and podcasting. Podcasting doesn't fucking matter.
And working.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter when you're doing, you know,
it does matter.
You gotta
it
do.
doesn't matter. I'm not going to say that.
No, it doesn't. Not when you're trying to better your life, you know what I'm saying? I never, so.
I feel you.
Right, good. Congratulations, snaps and claps to you. Gunshots, clap, whatever you want to make happen. That's what's happening for you. Yeah.
Get that soundboard. It's going to be a fucking rap.
Anything you want to insert about that shit?
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I finished it. I'm proud of myself for actually accomplishing something that I went out my way and did. Like, you know what I mean? And it was definitely something for the betterment of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I have a career out of it. I love it to death. I got the scars from it to prove it. Every day is a new learning experience, especially the job I'm at now. I love my job. It's something that you don't hear a lot of people say, especially at my age.
Yeah.
And I'm actually blessed to say that. So, and I'm just glad to finally be back in the groove and get back in the groove with this podcast because I love this too. Like, you know what I mean? I really do love this. This is a passion of mine, a hobby of sorts. But I would, you know what I'm saying? This is also something like a side job, almost a side career too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's
he pimping the mic, huh?
Amen.
That boy said he pimping the mic.
I don't know how that sounds out there without saying a pause at the end, but
pimping the mic. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a pause on that one, but I guess so. That's what pimping the mic means.
Like I said, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So shit, should we jump in like we usually jump in?
Shit, yeah, like the Disney movie, yeah, with Corbin Blue and Kiki Palmer. You know that, Jane?
Man, shit, and you're a mom.
My mom.
And you're a mom. You out here dressed like this, and you're a mom. No, it's a fact.
Oh yeah, oh my lord, yeah.
Yeah,
that was wild.
Some bullshit.
Oh my lord, there's so much shit that's happened.
Yeah.
And I need to stop cussing. You know, YouTube be on that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so much stuff has happened in the amount of time. What has been like?
Well, we start political. We always try to start with the more serious stuff first. And you're catching this episode this week. Rest in peace, Angus Cloud and Pee-wee Herman.
Yeah.
If you don't know, do your research. We're not really going to go into spiel about that because it's our return episode. So that I hate to be selfish.
No somber. It's rest in peace to those guys. You know what I'm saying? Two pretty dope white men. And rest in peace and condolences and prayers to their families. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Angus Cloud died from yet, but yeah, that was.
I don't speculate. Nobody want to speculate.
But not to say
Herman said he was sick. You know what I'm saying? So we can kind of roll through that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I'm not.
But let's get to something juicy.
Some juicy.
Pause.
Hey man.
Talking about your butt.
Whoa.
I mean,
you're crazy.
It's a new episode out, so I gotta go crazy.
You're crazy. You know this man's wilding. Man is wilding today.
I'm fucking with you.
He's wilding.
But no, speaking of crazy, Trump now is essentially being indicted
again.
He's being indicted again. But now it's essentially for kind of cultivating January 6th, being the leading force behind January 6th.
Yeah. Inciting the riot.
Yeah. How do you feel that Trump will... Okay, how do you feel he will get through this is a bad way to put this. He's right now facing 4 serious charges that essentially makes him an enemy of the state. Do you think he will legitimately get convicted? Is my first question. And if not, what does this mean for the limits of American, like, I won't say, I don't even want to say presidency, but yes, but like power, authority. At this point, if he does get off and doesn't face any legitimate prison or jail time, legitimate consequences, what does this mean to American authority? Is it lawless at that point?
Ultimately, yeah, because it's automatically just fueling what people already think though about the American society when it comes to like politicians and the government and stuff like that. Like they think they're above the law, and essentially they are above the law. Especially when you're talking about the president here. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've always said, you can go back on multiple podcasts. We said that they're never going to put Trump in handcuffs or nothing like that. Like they're never going to have a mugshot of Trump because that not only just destroys the presidency, like the face of the presidency, but also destroys the integrity of America as a whole.
Political system.
Political system. You know what I mean? You can't have, you know what I'm saying, a former president on...
But what is that? Okay, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of... We're both... you know, like you said, we agree on that. But what does that mean for authority? Like, honestly, what
it literally shows what... people have always... That's what I'm saying. It literally shows what people have always thought. That people... Because it goes to show you from the policeman, from the little... You know what I'm saying? From the little authorities.
But if it shows that, and we have a clear example of that has worked...
Are you saying what can we do about it?
No, I'm not asking what can we do. I'm asking, once we have a clear example that has worked in real time at this level, where does it go from here?
I don't know.
Do you understand what I'm at?
Yeah.
Not even trying
That's
to
what I'm saying. Like, at that point, I just don't know. Because it's the president. It's the former president.
Because cops were doing it, and cops got, you know, like you said, cops abusing their authority.
Yeah.
Got to that point where people started to socially check them. But then last year, you see Tierra Nichols get fucking killed by 4 black guys. You know what I'm saying? So now if a former president can get off on essentially what is everything less than treason, what happens to authority? Do you respect it or do you neglect it? I guess that's my best question. The best question I can ask right now is if he were to get through with this and it's it's just another sheet in the wind, you know what I'm saying? Just another whatever, grain in the sand, whatever you want to call it. And he gets, do you neglect authority or do you respect it more?
You neglect it, kind of. I'm thinking you neglect it.
I mean, give me your reason.
I'm thinking you're gonna neglect it.
Because
you can't respect it. You can't respect a system that doesn't even uphold its values to every citizen. You know what I mean?
You can't, but we do every day when we live in America.
Yeah, I know.
We're black men. You know what I'm saying?
That's a contradictory part of this whole situation. Like, you know what I mean? But we're speaking about it for a white man that was a president.
And
that has money before the presidency, and now he has money.
But the presidency is such a big scale that I'm not sure if race is even
it's not a factor.
No, because you're right, because if it was a black man. That's stupid of me to say. But if still the president.
And this is still occurring over an incident that America wants to forget about as quickly as possible still. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think, no, we don't. That's why we're still talking about it. I don't think, in a perfect world.
I've said that a lot this week.
Yeah, we got to stop saying that. We'll take that
I've said that a lot.
In the real world, what's happening is nobody wants to forget about that.
Yeah.
Because either that's a medal of honor or it's a medal of shame.
Yeah.
So you're never going to be able to forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying America wants to forget about that shit.
I don't know if that's true. Like I said, it's a medal of honor, a medal of shame, depending on what side of the fence you're on. So you never want to forget that. That's what I'm saying. So who wants to forget that? Who honestly wants to? Well, why in your fucking right mind would you forget January 6th?
That is true. Why would you forget that? But I don't know, because it just shows like that America just be running fucking wild sometimes.
And that's exactly why you forget the civil rights movement and critical race theory.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm saying. I'm fighting you. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm fighting you on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't want that shit. You don't want people to not care. You don't want to not. You don't want to not get over it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get over it. You know why? Because it's a talking point. It's an easy way to get your point across on a major subject.
It is though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is though. And that's you're right. You're right. I'm sorry, I can't even combat you on that. But it's true, because when they talk about critical race theory and all this sort of thing, they just are trying to erase what holds people accountable for what happened.
Exactly.
That's what it loses. Accountability loses its meaning.
See, no, and the thing is that
accountability is lost. That's right.
It's always lost, because the thing is we're trying to, or there's a certain part of the population that's trying to move to a point in time where we've kind of restarted history.
Mm-hmm.
Slavery doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Holocaust doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What else? But shit like that has not happened, because now we're in a new. We've all grown, and this is all with air quotes. We've all grown and become new and more people and more civil.
When the technology, when the age of technology.
But all of that is just like guys that keep being racist, keep being xenophobic, keep being you know what I'm saying? Traditionalism, traditional. When you say traditional is a very good way to veil the word hate.
Yeah, that is true.
And prejudice.
That is true.
This is what I was taught.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were saying today, kids are not fucking racist because they saw a kid on the playground.
Yeah.
They're not racist because they heard something at home.
Yeah, it's a learned behavior. It's taught behavior.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No kid is born racist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That is a very true fact. Like, you can't just be taught this certain stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's taught down. It's reworded. There we go. Exactly. It's reworded to fit the normal. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't offend anybody. So we say traditional now. You know what I'm saying? It could matter, like you said, from racism to sexism and all that stuff. People just say, I want traditional this. Like, what do you mean traditional? Like, how far are we going back? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? We go any farther back,
it's gonna become...
black people and white people were separate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There was a hierarchy on the skin color. There was a hierarchy on men and women. So that was a true thing. So that's all it is nowadays, is lack of accountability. That's what it's going to show to, especially when it goes to the level it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? With the
lack of accountability spreads to everywhere, because now we've gotten to the point where if you can get away with it, you will get away with it as long as you can before you're called out. I guess that's always how it's been. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm naive to say it's not. That's how it's always been. But you can even see that shit in the fucking SAG after show.
In Hollywood right now. You can definitely see it in Hollywood right now.
Because we've had 4 big movies this summer. The Spider-Man movie, the Mission Impossible movie, Oppenheimer, and Barbie.
And Transformers too, I think.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the Transformers wasn't a big movie. And it didn't hit box office like that.
Oh, okay.
And for real, Mission Impossible barely did. You know what I'm saying? Miles Morales and the Spider-Man just did because it was going to happen.
Oh, and Mario.
Yeah. But that's not summer. That wasn't summer.
That was like May, wasn't it?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now that we have the fucking, pretty much the acting entertainment industry shut down outside of Broadway. And it's mainly because you can't fucking value a stream.
Yeah, you can't.
And so they're either not valuing the streams, they're faking the stream numbers, or what have you. But what's happening in the long run is these people aren't getting paid. These writers are not making residuals because this shit is not on TV. So there's no set rate for that shit anymore. So that shit's pennies on the dollar, if that anymore. So the real question is, at what point does the entertainment industry in general define a stream? Because once they settle this with SAG after you know what I'm trying to say? It'll become a thing where musicians start to look at it more closely, because Netflix is the same as Spotify. Yeah, exactly. You put your material on there, but they're draining your money from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you sign shit over to them too.
Yeah,
because when you get that lump sum immediately, you're not getting nothing from that. Exactly. Like you know what I'm saying, it's all done. So
exactly,
and I'm surprised it hasn't happened already with the streaming industry and music. I feel like it has to an extent.
It hasn't because the thing is, the people that aren't making money are happy with the money they are making.
Yeah, that's true.
And the people that are making money have other deals to where they're streaming money. It's just another check.
And I think that's why a lot of artists own the catalogs too.
Yep. Exactly. A lot of like you said, they're wholesaling the catalog because that's a great way to make money off the actual music.
Because at the end of the day, it's going to go on sale regardless anyway after a certain amount of years. That's just if you know stuff about it's just a little tidbits about the music industry.
Yeah, but do you think that the film and TV industry is going to be able to adequately compensate these people?
No, you can't. You can't.
And that's why they're trying to introduce the AI thing, which is also not going to work.
It's hard. You want to know why? Because I might want to watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody one moment, but then in the 30 minutes, 20 minutes of the episode, I might not want to watch it no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. How do you charge that? How do you charge that to somebody's bank account?
How much is the stream? No, not to their bank account, but how do you get? How do I get paid off that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, because the thing is, with TV, it's going to air anyway. Like you're saying,
Yeah.
So whose side is that on? Like, you know what I'm saying? There should be a pre-constructed.
But it's hard in this technological age. Yeah. It's hard to compensate for how fast technology is growing.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I mean, and how because you got to think people consume so much nowadays versus how much people consume 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Nobody had. 10 years ago you had Netflix. 15 years ago you had Hulu. But 10, 15 years ago you had both of those things, but you didn't have them at the rate you have them now.
Yeah,
to where now you have all these different streaming services. Max now, which strictly holds Cartoon Network stuff. Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying? Or you have Disney Plus. Or you have
Disney
back
Plus. To cable.
Exactly.
It's back to cable.
It's literally, it's not, people are going to do that now. Because you got to think, these companies are getting so much money now. You got to think, Disney is getting so much money off of 3 different streaming networks. Mm-hmm. 3 or 4 different streaming networks right now.
Yeah.
Why would they want to go? Why would they feel like they need to go back to cable? There's no reason to go back to
cable. Sure.
You're not making none of that money quickly.
Right,
you gotta think. It's still a hustle at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's always a game. We're gonna go to the wire. It's still a game. It's always gonna be a game.
If you think it's a game, all right. So if it's a game, it's Elon Musk playing it, right?
No, oh my gosh, no, he's not. He sucks.
So you think? All right. So let's get some background. Twitter has now transitioned to X. X is supposed to be a platform all-encompassing, like WeChat is in China. Mm-hmm. And WeChat in China, you can pretty much do your food ordering, so your DoorDash, Instacart. You can pay people your Apple Pay, Cash App, whatever. You can Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, call, text, video chat, everything off one. And that's what Elon Musk is trying to do.
Why didn't he just make his own app for that?
Because Twitter already had the user base. Mm-hmm. So, off that fact alone, we're going to build on this argument. Off that fact alone, is Twitter becoming X a good idea for Elon Musk?
No.
Why not?
As an avid user of X, it sucks. It just takes away from what the app already was. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
how if it's given the same functions? Just deleting the branding.
I don't know, man. People hate change.
No, they don't, because they haven't left the site.
Yeah, I'm saying.
They haven't gone to Threads. They haven't gone to Spill.
That's the thing.
They haven't gone to Blue Sky. They haven't.
Vocally hate change, but they're not going to go through with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what is the problem with it?
I don't know, man. It just looks ugly.
So no. My question is, how does it look? How does it look ugly?
You take away the bird. The bird was like, you know what I mean? Like, when you first got a Twitter, you remember seeing a bird and shit like that.
It's a different bird than I saw. I had Twitter years ago.
I know that. Me too. But it's like, I don't know.
The logo.
Change, mister. I'm telling you, change.
The logo on the screen doesn't matter. I'm still going to the app.
Yeah, I know.
You're still posting on the app.
I am still
We're still posting this clip on the app.
Of course we're going to still post this clip on the app. But it just looks ugly.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's the same exact format.
I miss the blue. The blue versus the
there
black.
There was very little blue in that.
I know you turn in dark mode. Yeah, I turn in dark mode, but the blue actually on the icon. Mister, you gotta think.
I understand colors draws attention.
I'm about to say colors
but that's not going to change that. The app is Threads was black.
All the ones that have come out. I'm about to say, and he almost messed up with how much shit you could see at one point in time.
What do you mean?
You remember it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago when he made that. When he said that he was going to limit to how much you could search, like, you know what I'm saying, refresh.
Oh, they were just having server problems. I'm almost sure.
I don't know, man.
I don't even know if that was true. I'm almost sure they were just having server problems.
I don't know, man. That was a terrible move.
Either way, him.
But I also don't think adding all that to an app is gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Twitter was not built for that.
You don't think it'll appeal to American users?
Yeah, it doesn't. Why would we need that? We already pay money for a phone bill.
Americans aren't used to being as controlled, so that's why it's not going to work.
Yeah, we already pay money for a phone bill. Why would we need something I mean, people already got WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger and this, that. Exactly. You know what I mean? Nobody needs to DoorDash and people don't want to put all the information on there.
Yeah, in one system.
Yeah.
Nah. We much rather spread it around.
Exactly, give it to everybody. Not all at once. Come on now.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Chinese already got half the stuff from TikTok, you know what I mean? So
speaking of spreading it around and not giving it one person at once, the running back market.
Oh yeah.
The running back market in the NFL is in complete shambles.
It's in shambles.
It's almost to the point where you think the running back position might be getting eliminated soon.
I don't know how you can say that, but
because tight ends and wide receivers
can do the whole same thing.
Yeah.
Same like that. But I don't know. Especially
and quarterbacks to a certain degree.
Nah. You still want to keep risking that.
Well, no, not risking it, but I'm saying just the actual doing it. But to continue
every quarter, and the thing about it is, we talk about it now, but every quarter, well, I don't know. In a couple of years, every quarterback might be able to just run.
You know what I'm saying? Athletic.
But you still don't want to risk your quarterback getting injured.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Then risk a third string tight end or a guy that's, you know what I'm saying?
Then you still have a running back.
Yeah.
You still literally have the position. So it doesn't matter to try to eliminate it. So you might as well still have people that are conditioned to be real running backs. So
as much
you can't eliminate position. You just basically help me break down why you can't eliminate the position.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, running backs are catching balls now.
Yeah. They have to be more versatile than ever, yes.
So you might as well just get a receiver because you can put not a receiver, or just somebody that's fast.
No.
Somebody that's fast.
No. Everybody cannot take that. Everybody, a receiver is not.
What team has won on the back of a running back in the last 10, 15 years?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
The position is like the fullback position now. It's becoming a red. Debo Samuels is literally.
But Debo Samuels can also play. Is also a big ass motherfucker.
But there's a lot of big ass motherfuckers that just don't get a place on a team that can just do that now. You sign them as a receiver, or you sign them at the end of the fucking roster and play them when you need them. Most teams don't need a fucking running back beyond blocking for the quarterback nowadays.
I don't know.
You gotta
think.
Indianapolis uses their running back.
You gotta think the Titans literally got to the.
Bro, they don't.
I know.
We got to the Super Bowl without using ours. Pretty much.
But our defense is also nice too.
But we got to there without using a running back.
Also nice too.
We got there without you. That's what I'm saying.
When you have multiple ways to win, Mister, it's also cool.
That's what I'm saying. Most teams have multiple ways to win now.
Yeah.
Most teams, multiple ways to win are your option or your throw or your pass.
I don't know, because look at the Cowboys. We're a team that needs a fucking running game.
Y'all have Tony Pollard. Y'all have a great running back. Y'all just are not a good team.
That's what I'm saying. We need a good
y'all just need a good quarterback.
That is true. That's what I'm saying. That's why we have to have a good running game.
It doesn't do anything.
Because we're not going to trade them.
But it doesn't do anything.
Going nowhere.
You wouldn't pay somebody $20,000, $30,000 a year to not do anything, to not really help you. Or not 20, 30, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
running backs get what? Shit, 10 maybe?
I mean, shit, what the fuck Tony Pollard got? 11 million.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what they call Barley. He got like 11 million.
The market is crumbled.
Yeah, he got like 11 million.
They're trying to fight for it. They're all trying to get together and fight
I blame
for
Zeke.
It's not Zeke's fault. It's the entire fault is that the position is almost useless.
I'm about to say, yeah. Because by the time the player actually gets but the thing about it is, they do deserve the money that they do get, that they ask for, because of the what they put their body through to get to that point. I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It takes, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think.
But still,
you got to think, when Saquon Barkley was running the ball for the, you know what I'm saying, Giants, they had nothing else but him.
But he wasn't doing shit.
I know, but, I mean, he was getting injured too. But still, when he was running, he was running.
Like I said, you can't get.
I don't know. It's hard to transfer runs in the dub.
I feel like you got to be productive to get. You know what I'm saying? You have to be productive for the team.
But how long? But how long is the question?
Hold on. You have to be productive to the team overall to have value. That's why the fullback position does not exist anymore.
Oh yeah. I agree.
They're just eliminating the backfield.
Mm. I don't know.
Other than blocking, like what do running backs do anymore? If you're not the top, if you're not Derrick Henry, what are you really doing?
That is true. I'm trying to think. I might just be going for a brain fart when I'm thinking about other running backs right now, but
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, but there are a lot of running backs that have got low.
Yeah.
That have got low signs. I mean, we franchise tagged Tony Pollard after we cut Zeke, but Zeke was taking up a lot of fucking.
Yeah, and Zeke was gonna be going anyway.
He wasn't producing not a damn thing. I mean, from the goal line, you know what I'm saying? From the goal line, touchdowns and shit like that, yeah, that's cool and everything. I mean, we need those, of course. But in the long term of the actual game, if we actually had a decent fucking quarterback,
well, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
I don't care. I don't care. We can stop talking about football now. We'll talk about football in a couple weeks. How about that? About 2 weeks.
I'm down with that.
We talk about that in like 2-3 weeks.
So let's talk about the biggest fight of the year so far. Bud Crawford, Errol
The biggest
Spence.
fight of the year. The biggest fight of the year, not promotion-wise. Not promoted-wise.
No,
it wasn't promoted more than the Javante Davis and Garcia fight.
I don't know.
It wasn't promoted more, but it was bigger than. It was better than.
It wasn't. Everybody was talking about it. Even motherfuckers that didn't watch boxing were talking about this fight.
I don't know. Same thing about the Tank fight.
You think?
Hell yeah.
To this level?
Hell yeah, bro. Niggas are the only reason why people are talking.
The
only reason why people are talking about it more because after the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Tank and Davis.
Tank name is carried away anyway.
Tank and Garcia rather. I think they garnered like fucking.
I couldn't tell you.
Million or two more, but Bud Crawford put on a precise clinic against fucking Errol Spence.
And I told you.
And he showed.
Well, I didn't tell y'all yet. I didn't have a chance to tell y'all, but I told him. Yeah. I told him.
Errol Spence.
And I told that guy over there.
Errol Spence is still an amazing boxer. Still top of the line. I don't think there's anybody that can do that to him that wasn't Bud. But Bud showed that Marvin Hagler flash. Like, Bud showed that he has the combination of skill and strength, not even necessarily speed, just skill and strength and patience to really fucking just beat somebody the fuck up. Like, Errol Spence has a fucking heart, though. So I can't write him off at all.
You can't write him off for that fact.
And see, they're going to do the rematch at 154.
You think they're not doing a rematch? I don't think
they're doing a rematch at 1 They pretty much both said it.
I don't think they're doing a rematch.
They took in $21 million at the arena this year, or at this fight. So they're definitely going to do it again.
I don't know, man. They might do it again. I don't think so because, like, I don't think Crawford should go up just because of that. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I don't think, unless he goes up, because I feel like he's going to fight, he's going to have to, somebody else is going to have to another fight before he even goes
I think he could take it, though. Because the thing is, he walks around in his fighting way.
He does. He's been doing that for a minute, too.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not.
And that's why I told people that he was going to have a fight.
And he had a fight. But where does he go from here? And where does Spence go from here? I think they both go to 154. They fight again. What happens with that, if they go a third match, they both retire.
But
if they go a third match, they both retire, in my opinion.
But and the thing about it is also so much now. And the thing about it is, I've gotta work on that now. I've seen people talking about Terrence Crawford so much now.
Yeah.
Way more than I've seen him being talked about any other his post fights. People are talking about, like, because you see, even Tank said...
He's best pound for pound, according to Ring Magazine.
Tank said that he could take him in 6.
I don't think so.
That's what I want to see.
No, Bud would have to go down, because Tank couldn't go up to there.
Tank said he would go up.
Tank not up to 147. He's not getting to 147.
Where is that? The fight was at 148, right?
No, it was at 147.
147?
Yeah.
I think I think Crawford came in like 146.8, something like that. So
yeah, you think
so he can drop. He can drop.
No, Tank not getting up there because he had 130 still, right? 130, 135.
I thought it was like 140.
He not at 140. If he said 140, we would be talking a lot more about that shit. Tank's real small. Tank short.
I know he's short, but I thought
he's not small. He's still a boxer.
I might gotta look into that one.
Nah, he's like 130. Yeah, but say Google that real quick. He's about 130. As far as Spence can fight anybody and still win.
I don't know who's anybody, but.
What do you mean?
Who's anybody?
Well, see, Bud. Well, there's two who have to fight again, so we still have to get over that hump. Cause Bud wants Charlo next.
Yeah. Tank weighed in at 144.
Oh,
yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I am crazy. I'm fucking dick, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Tank ain't no weight. Yeah, he's all welterweight division, but you know what I mean? But yeah, he ain't no...
146, he can go up to 147. But if Crawford goes up to 154, how bad it's going to go back to go down there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Going back.
It depends on how much time they give him.
And he's still not young. He kicks ass, but he's still not young.
Hey man, that's the thing though, and that's what I told people. People's like, he's not young, this and the third, but that oldness gave him. I think that oldness gave him the edge in that experience. Yeah, that experience. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta think Crawford, him being that older, he had to grind for this fight. Just a smidge harder than Spence. They both came up.
No, Spence's face was broken. Got in a car accident. He fucking.
No, I'm talking about like I'm not talking about what happened. I'm not talking about what they had to go through to get to the fucking fight. I'm talking about just them years, the little more years of him starting a little before him. That's a little extra more grind time. You know what I mean? That's a little more knowledge that he picked up.
I guess I know what you're saying, but I don't know. They both gotta have
those extra fights on his record.
Bud did get shot in the head, so yeah.
Those extra fights on his record meant something. You know what I mean? Those a couple more fights that he fought than him. So you know what I mean?
Was it a good fight or was it a one-sided fight?
It was a great one-sided fight. I can say that it was a great one-sided fight.
It was a great showcase for both.
Simply case for it wasn't a good showcase for both. It wasn't a good showcase.
I said for Bud.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say a good showcase for Bud would have been a
egregious statement.
Yeah, an egregious statement. Yeah.
All right.
But so, all right, boom.
All egregious statements. Imagine Lizzo telling you to lose weight.
Oh damn.
My bad.
I was gonna say, so rank the fights to something that we had. We had three great fights. I'm on three highly promoted fights. How about that? Because I'm not gonna say that all of them were great.
This was the best one. The Cool Boy was the second best one. And then the Tank was the third best one.
Who's the Cool Boy?
He went over a season, got mopped up by the champion. I can't
pronounce. Oh, you talking about the Fulton fight?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stephon Fulton fight. I saw that.
Yeah, that was the second best one.
Oh no, they talking about him too. They talking about.
He's nice to him. Well, you got to figure you got Boots, Shakur, him.
Well, Shakur is ducking.
Shakur just want to fight. Shakur want a money fight. Shakur want a bank fight. And he's not going to get it. Like, that's the thing that's going to kill Shakur is trying to get that bank fight. Like, just fight somebody and then show why you deserve the bank fight.
Saying that, all right, they're saying, since, I think Spence moved, I seen something today, I got to verify it. That Spence moving up, I
think they're moving up.
Yeah, Spence moving up.
They're both moving up.
Spence moving up regardless.
They both said they were going to go to 154.
Crawford hasn't said something else after the fight, though.
He pretty much said he was going to go to 154. They pretty much said.
Well, I haven't seen nothing about Crawford.
Maybe I'm tripping.
I haven't seen it. I know Spence said he was going to go.
Maybe I'm tripping.
But then they said something because there's a vacancy now. Mm-hmm. There's a vacancy. So I think Shakur automatically will have to get a contender spot, but he has to fight Lomachenko or some shit like that. Because he's the number 2 contender for that vacancy. So that will probably be the fight Shakur would get.
Because that's what he called out today too.
Yeah, and that would be.
So we'll see.
Yeah, so.
Man, I just want to see Shakur.
I don't want these cats keep beating up on Lomachenko either, because them trying to get
the fight. It's an easy fight now.
I know, but
it's like Teofimo coming back. It's an easy fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
They're just trying to get their name off Lomachenko, even though he had some great fights back in the day.
Back in the day, but when you fight motherfuckers, back in the day, it don't matter.
I know it don't.
Yeah. It don't matter that much.
Even though he should have won that Haney fight too.
Yeah, that was dicey.
Should have won that.
That was
should have won that Haiti fight, man.
That fight was fucking.
I didn't even watch it, but I know he should have won.
Nah, that fight was so disappointing. I will agree with that. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up with our music section as usual. Lizzo is out here fat shaming people.
That's crazy.
What do you mean? So Lizzo is now accused.
Listen, that's like you out here shaming people for having one lung.
I shame people for having I don't shame them for having disabilities, but I will shame a disabled person. So
nah, that's you like shaming somebody for having a fucked up voice or some shit like that.
No, I do all the time.
I don't know why.
Cause I hate like if your voice annoys me, it just pisses me. Even though I know it's dead.
I'm talking about them having a voice problem because of a medical reason.
Oh, I don't know many people like that, but
that's like if you did though. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucked up. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty nice in general. But,
all right.
So Lizzo.
Yes.
Getting sued.
By 3.
Lizzo and her fucking dance manager or whatever, dance captain. And the entire thing is that you have somebody who's such a, people protector, abusing people. That's what's shocking. Mm-hmm. Usually, celebrities being bad people is not shocking.
No, that's.
It's that somebody who's such a people protector, but apparently
a social justice warrior.
To say that, okay, cool. But apparently, she was having her dancers and their entourage go to these risque clubs and was forcing them to eat vagina.
Hold on. First of all, they were in the red light district in Amsterdam. That's what they were.
Risque clubs.
No, we're gonna put a name on it. We're gonna give some.
Well, I mean, I don't know where they were.
That's what they said. That's what I saw.
That's what I'm saying precisely. But she had them doing all this crazy shit, making them expose themselves, and then the dance instructor was shaming people about being. And my entire question is, how the fuck?
How the fuck what?
How the fuck, one, did the dance instructor have that much authority? And 2, is Lizzo getting away with this?
Well, obviously she's not.
Like that, but I guess that's how you know she's not really taking people who are part of the culture along with her on the road. Because if a real bitch, a real black woman said, and Lizzo came up to a real black woman and said, "Hey, you fat." You know what the first word that would say it come out of her mouth? Bitch.
Well, it's not only that though. It's not only that. You gotta realize in these situations, I'm guessing, because I'm not obviously in show business, nothing like that. You gotta realize it's really cutthroat in general. Yeah. So you're gonna do anything you're gonna do to keep your motherfucking job. You gotta realize there's 100 motherfuckers outside that are
waiting up to
itching to take your spot.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That are itching to take your spot. That are waiting for you to slip. That are waiting for you to crack. You know what I mean? And they're gonna put up with something as much as they can, and you know what I mean. I'm not throwing shade nothing on the situation at all, but they're gonna do as much as they can until they crack. You know what I mean? Until it's a point to where, well, this is just fucked up. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? And a lot of people might be like, oh, why didn't they say something? Nah, you gotta realize this is a job. This is still a job. You gotta realize, as somebody who worked in, you know what I'm saying? Not shit the worst conditions ever, but as worked in warehouses and stuff like that. People put up with a lot of stuff to provide for their family, you know what I mean? To provide for themselves. Like, you got to realize, in order to live a lifestyle, you have to provide for yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you got to think, how many... Putting out Dance for Lizzo, you know what I'm saying, on a world tour.
Yeah, that makes
you know what I mean? That makes a lot of things. You're going to put up with a lot just to do that. You know what I mean?
But my thing is, why... I agree with you completely. But on Lizzo's side, why the fuck be this... Try to portray this positive person on you? Or just
everybody's shitty at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's
true. Everybody has a shitty. Everybody.
Because you see, Doja Cat just lost all her fans.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing too. But then in that case right there, I think there's some people who don't want to be famous too. I don't think Doja wants to be famous either. So you know what I'm saying? In that context, like I can understand. Like, I mean, I think it's shitty to do that too because these are the people that made you rich. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? These people that made you, I know you don't want fame, but you have a lot of money now. You have a lot of means to provide for you and your family. So you should at least give them that type of courtesy.
But the shit that fucking Lizzo is doing to these dancers,
it's fucked up. It's very fucked up. I don't endorse it at all because shitty work conditions is shitty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having a shitty boss is one thing, but having a boss
power,
that is inflicting power on you, that also probably shows that she's never had power a day in her life. You know what I mean? And anytime that's usually a case too when it comes to people that have power.
They abuse that shit.
And that is a Grammy winning artist at that too. So it has accolades. You know what I mean?
Speaking of, well, no, Travis doesn't win a Grammy.
He hasn't?
No, I don't think so. But I guess we'll wrap up this episode.
I gotta look into that. I might gotta look into that. He might got credits or something.
Nah, maybe. But to wrap up this episode, let's say, do it like we always do with our music talk. Utopia was fucking terrible.
Yeah, each listen, I lose a point. I don't know. I don't want to say that either. Because, alright, first of all, you want to get your review first before I get into mine?
Yeah, I'll get my review first. My review of Utopia is that it's the same mix of cool sounds that Travis Scott always does. The same cool features he always does. But himself, his rapping hasn't gotten any better whatsoever. And that's my main problem with it. Like, if the rapping's not going to get any better, why am I listening to your music as a rap artist? And honestly, the production hasn't changed that much for me to even be that excited. It's just like the same cool formula I heard before when I was a kid. At this point, I'm a grown man and I'm not even excited about it. Like, there's nowhere in my life that I'm going to be playing this Utopia.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
But then, in that last bit of your opinion, I'm gonna have to take a defense stance for him.
How so?
Because at the end of the day, he can still appeal to the younger generation.
He can, yeah, of course, but
he doesn't have to appeal to us all the time with that type. But I do understand you on that kick, though. There should be a level of there should be a level of growth with your music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There should be a level of growth somewhere in your music because, all right, I fuck with the beats.
Yeah.
The production, I think is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All right, I think the production on every fucking track is amazing.
It's great.
The song structure is all right, I would say. When
it's the same as usual.
Same as usual. When it comes to the features, though, I think the features are pretty really dope. I think it's a lot of, especially, and one thing I do like about these new album drops that are coming out, like within the past 5 years. Well, when the Astro will come out?
A minute ago.
Like 4 years ago.
A minute
4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago.
A minute. That's a minute.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I got it right.
Yeah.
2018, yeah. 4 years ago.
5 years
ago. 5 years ago. Yeah, I love the surprise feature. I love the surprise feature.
Mechanic.
Yeah, mechanic. Yeah, I love that structure for album. You good? Because it just makes the album a surprise. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know who the fuck gonna be on that goddamn album. You feel me? Like, who's the first surprise feature that I was hyped about on that goddamn album? When I see that Beyonce track, Fiend with goddamn, the Playboy Cardi track, even though you didn't even know it was goddamn Cardi till the day later. Westside Gunn being on the album and the Alchemist being on there. That was pretty interesting. I think he was trying to aim for a direct crowd on that one.
Oh yeah, he was. That's all the features on a Travis Scott album.
Yeah.
It's aiming for a direct crowd.
And it's a lot of Yeezus sounding songs on there.
Yeah.
Well, it's literally two. I'm not gonna say stolen.
No, it's literally shit that was not used from Yeezus.
So why would it be stolen?
Or used from other Kanye projects. So he did actually get a lot of stuff that just was not used by him. Yeah, throwaway. I
don't want to say stolen.
Stolen, yeah, fair enough.
Stolen makes it seem like he took it from Kanye. When you know what I'm saying? We gotta realize that he did help make Yeezus too. Yeah. So you know what I mean? So
what do you give it out of 10?
I
give it like a 5.
Give it a 6. Give it a 6. And that's a solid 6. I'm not moving from that 6 no more. Because the production itself carries over a 5, in my opinion, and a 5.5. The features carry it to a solid 6. Yeah, every time I listen to that album, the rapping, like, you know what I mean?
It's
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, man.
It's draining.
I don't know. And I listen to a lot of bullshit nowadays, so you can't fool me. I can't say I'm getting too old for this shit. So I don't know what you're talking about, Travis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Utopia is pretty cool. The Drake feature is pretty tough. I do like the Drake feature. The Drake feature. I don't know if it's gonna start some fireworks again.
Nah.
But I do like the Drake feature. Outside of that, the Beyonce song, Sirens, I fuck with that because that sounds like
Beyonce song is good. Schizo is alright.
Schizo with Young Thug. The Young Thug feature was tough. The Cudi feature sucked. I don't know.
Shit just kind of sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of.
Well, man, they fucking cut the lights out on us.
Yeah, the power went out.
No, the power didn't go out. They just cut the lights out on us. They said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, somebody didn't pay the bill.
Oh wait, no, the bill's paid. And they just cut the lights out on us.
Yeah, because somebody didn't pay the bill.
I don't know. This ain't what you would call it. Fuck it, golly, I missed the reference.
I don't know what the fuck the rest was.
Yeah, I know you don't know the reference.
Mm.
This is our first episode back.
Yeah, it's a -1.
-1, I think, man. We'll see how that goes. All right.
I'm talking about that's the name of it, -1. Episode
-1. Episode -1. Should we? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
We just name episode number.
No, that's too fucking long.
And yeah.
You're not even gonna write that on the card.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out.
I'm talking about it's episode -1 because you gotta realize, fellas and guys and gals and out there, people that loved us and wanted to see us, huh?
Pause.
You said what?
I said fellas and guys. All right, bro. Come on.
I mean, shit, I don't know. But yeah, we took a time off. You know what I'm saying? Had to get right. You know what I'm saying? Now we back. You know what I'm saying? Sit tight because we got a lot of stuff coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep coming back and doing more.
And we got some very exciting news coming up that you'll see in a week or two after this pod releases. We won't tell them. I guess if you ready to leave?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Should we give our outro?
What is it? Oh, damn.
It should be your boy, Mr. AK Super 357, best known as Prince God Body, and I was joined by
the God, King Hoopla.
And we are out. Thank you.